What is going on, everyone? This is Simon from Netcon Trading Academy, and today I want to record a video that was extremely requested in our Discord chat room, where a lot of members asked me, Simon, how do you find stock catalysts and how do you find news for stocks that then help you select stocks to play? And today I'm going to be covering pretty much the 7 ways that I look for catalysts. These are the 7 steps outlined over here. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. So number 1, we have Bezynga Charlie. Bezynga Charlie is pretty much a person. His name is Charlie, obviously. He works for the company Bezynga, and they have this guy, Charlie, who is a reporter who breaks live news on certain platforms. You can listen to him on Bezynga, or you can listen to him for absolutely free on Thinkorswim platform, TOS. And let me show you pretty much what it is and what he does. So if you open your Thinkorswim platform right over here, you want to navigate to chat rooms right in here. And then once you do navigate to chat rooms, you're gonna see these chat rooms pop up, and you want to click Bezynga Squawk right over here. And you're gonna click Bezynga Squawk, and then this tab is gonna pop up, and you want to navigate here and click listen button. So once you click listen button, you're gonna once in a while hear Charlie break live news on certain stocks, unusual activity and stuff of that nature. Here you can control the volume. Right now he's obviously not speaking, but when he does, you're going to hear his voice. And then also there's people talking about certain things and certain catalysts in this chat. So once again, Charlie's not talking right now, but Monday through Friday from market open to market close, Charlie's on here announcing news, certain earnings, interest rate decisions, meetings to pay attention to. Let's say, hey, Fed Powell is speaking at 2 p.m. Or, hey guys, today at 10 a.m. there's going to be a release of interest rates in Canada, something along those lines, or crude oil report just reported, blah, 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 right, and give you the statistics. So he is awesome. We really highly recommend using him, and he's the person I listen to pretty much when I trade. I have this window open and then I minimize it so I don't have to see it when I trade, but I do have him talking in the background, and you guys might hear it on voice chat in Discord sometimes. So when I'm talking as well, you might hear him in the background because he's talking while I'm talking. But yeah, that is Charlie. That is number 1. News source that I use. Number 2 is Bezynga Pro overall. This is a paid feature, guys. If you want to elevate your trading and take your trading to the next level, I would highly recommend their feature. I believe it's between $99 and $200 a month for different versions that include different certain things. You don't need to use all of them, obviously, but right over here I have the Bezynga tab open. Let me navigate there and show you the platform. So right over here we have Bezynga, and they have this specific news feed channel, which again, this is for paid members only, but you can access all live news. As you can see, right now it is 2:12 p.m. and these are the news for stocks real time that come out, and you can just click on a headline and read about whatever news we're talking about right here. Upgrades, downgrades, catalysts, and you can also build your own watch list here with your own stock groups, and then see news for those specific stocks in general. Or I can type in, let's say, Tesla, if I want to, and then I'm going to see news for only the stock Tesla, or stuff that has to do with Tesla, for example, Ford, NEO, Lazar, just something came out to do with Tesla or EV stocks, right? So I would highly recommend using this. Here's the date, here's the time that it came out on. Very, very useful stuff, and they have a lot more features, but I'm not going to be covering these features in this video since this is purely for catalysts and news. So after that, after those 2 things, I like to use the Thinkorswim live news when I am looking at a stock chart or trading something. What I mean by this is, let's go back to my TOS. So this is what the TOS chart looks like. Right now I'm looking at stock Netflix, right? And what I can do is navigate right over here and click this live news section. You can see right over here, and once I do click it, I'm gonna have a tab pop up, and it's going to show me all news real time for the stock of Netflix. For example, let's see, Netflix just had earnings. Price target on Netflix to 600 from 650. keeps buy rating, right? Wedbush maintains underperform on Netflix, raised the price target to 342. So here we have upgrades, downgrades, earning reports, everything you have to know about this particular stock. And the cool thing is, the moment you switch to a different stock, let's say we're going to go to Google, it's going to show me news for Google. So I always have this open when I trade. A very useful tool to have as well. Let's keep going. Number 4 is I have a Twitter account, and then I have notifications on certain Twitter accounts that pretty much talk about stocks or give live news or important information that I can use as a trader. And there's quite a few Twitter accounts I want to walk you guys through. So let's get right into them. First, we have Walter Bloomberg, pretty much live news coming from this one at Delta One on Twitter, right over here. You can see their handle. If you guys want to follow them, I suggest following those people and turning on notifications to get notifications when they post. But if you're going to get annoyed with your phone ringing 55 times every minute, then I would advise against that. As you can see, 25 minutes ago, Biden says U.S. still has a long way to go on the vaccines, right? So the vaccine news, and then pretty much news 24/7 about anything. U.S. bonds right over here, and then individual stocks as well. Stuff about Greece, Goldman Sachs survey 1 hour ago. So these are all live alerts that you can receive, and then those can be used as catalysts. Tesla to fully cooperate with authorities on can't pronounce this incident, on some sort of incident, right? So these can all be used as catalysts, and once you get access to these news, you can go look at the chart and try to formulate a play based on those news, whether it was a bullish or a bearish catalyst, and then use price action to go from there. Number 2, we have Mr. Jim Cramer, pretty famous personality in the stock trading world. Obviously, you should follow him. Again, you can find news here on different stocks. He's talking about IBM here. He's talking about Netflix earnings and Apple right over here, rotation, and you can find useful resources from his Twitter page. Netflix is a big reset, blah 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 blah. So that is Jim Cramer. And then we do have Cathie Wood, founder and CEO of ARK Invest. Obviously a big fund, a lot of hype going around that fund. They manage a lot of money, so whatever she has to say, it can also be an important factor in moving the markets and certain stocks, if they're acquiring it or selling it, downgrading it, upgrading it, picking it up. She puts a lot of great breakdowns, so I really suggest following Cathie Woods on Twitter. Next, we have Joe Biden, obviously our president, currently at the time of recording this video. Whatever Biden tweets can obviously move the markets. If he tweets, hey, we're locking down the country due to COVID-19, nobody's going to be able to travel, immediately that, hey, you should look at travel stocks and see how they're reacting and overall markets and what's going on. So Joe Biden does have the power to, in some sort of way with his tweets, influence the stock market. If you remember with our old president, Donald Trump, the way, he tweeted every so often, markets had certain reactions just based off his tweets. So that is somebody else to follow. Then we have Wall Street Jesus. This is his handle right over here. Really great person to follow for some option sweeps right over here. He pretty much posts stocks that have unusual option activity and some sort of movement going on. Hot groups for stocks, so hot sectors to check out during that time he's posting it, and stuff of that nature that can again bring certain tickers to your name. For example, LAZR, right? We can go over here on the chart and type that in, LAZR, and see, hey, this stock is moving. Why is it moving? Why is this stock having a massive run to $19 and up, 13-14% on the day from 17? And then we have the news here as well, so that's pretty cool. And next we have First Clock, again similar to the ones I mentioned previously. Just news you can use as catalysts to find stocks or get information on the overall economy. Here, tweets about U.S. Biden to announce new tax credit, China saying something. We have crude oil inventories, Dow Jones, how much is up and down. And these tweets just keep going out every single day, every single hour of the day. New iMac announcements, volume reduced by over 50%, blah, 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 blah. Shares are now down for Apple. So lots of great information, especially if you have alerts turned on. Then we have Earning Whispers. Earning Whispers, great Twitter account to follow for earning reports and understanding when certain stocks are releasing earnings. They give you a calendar, but we post this in Discord already. They pretty much tell you, hey, here are the stocks that are releasing earnings, here's their charts, and some patterns to look out for particular stocks, and they're mainly specialized on just earning reports, right? And they post a lot of information about earnings, anticipated earnings, when certain stocks are releasing earnings. For example, Apple, Facebook, eBay, Amazon, all those stocks, and then you can see, hey, those are again catalysts that you can use to trade and make certain trade ideas, or just look out for maybe you're planning to trade Apple today, you didn't know they had earnings. Maybe you should avoid trading on the day they are holding their earnings conference, or avoid swing trading, etc. Last but not least, we have Elon Musk right over here. No explanation needed. Whenever Elon tweets something about Tesla, Dogecoin, crypto, Bitcoin, obviously we see certain movements. So if you turn on notifications for Twitter on Elon, obviously he has almost 52 million followers, which is a lot of eyeballs watching what he posts and says. So if you can have alerts and be notified whenever he posts something, then you will be ahead of the masses and be able to make certain decisions on certain things. Just be careful with the volatility, because when Elon tweets, things tend to do stuff of that nature, and you don't want to be caught up buying in here. But if you're first and you hear just as he tweeted it, you might get in here and ride the wave up on whatever hype he is talking about. So that is it for Twitter accounts. So then going into next, number 5 at Discord bots. So Discord bots is something we have integrated in our community. As you see, we have bots sending notifications from some Twitter accounts that I mentioned before, for earning whispers, for option sweeps and option flows, telling you about big orders that are coming through for certain stocks that you might want to look out for. And we have relevant news from Walter Bloomberg and First Block coming in as well, those 2 Twitter accounts. So you can have everything. If let's say you're trading with us in the trading chat, you can have everything in one place, neatly organized with these news, rather than having it on Twitter or on your phone. It's pretty much the same information, just on Discord, that you could use. So make sure if you're in our Discord channel, you check out the pre-market scans, the relevant news, option sweeps, and important earnings. These are going to give you catalysts and stocks to look for that have movement. And then I just covered Discord bots and options order flow in there. And then email subscriptions is the last one. Not as effective, but again, could be something to bring to your attention. The only email subscription I subscribe to is ARK Invest. As I said, Kathy Wood manages ARK Invest, and every single day at market close, they send you an update of their funds. We have ARK F, ARK G, and all those different funds within their kind of parenthood of the big fund. They send you updates on what stocks they bought or sold, what the ticker of that stock was, the company name, how many shares they bought or sold. So that can give you an idea of like, hey, why did ARK Invest sell Square 135,000 shares of Square? You might be wondering, why? And then you can Google it and try to do more reading on it and try to find some sort of catalyst. Maybe they know something, or there was a price downgrade, or if they're selling this company, maybe they're not as bullish on it anymore, or there might be some negative catalyst or something else to anticipate in the near future, and they lost their conviction in the stock. And that can give you an indication that maybe, hey, if ARK is selling so much Square and PayPal, maybe it's not the smartest idea to buy calls or go long on PayPal and Square, because obviously if they're selling it and they're selling a lot of shares of a particular stock, they might know something, or might be protecting their downside, or their bias on that company changed. So might not be the greatest idea to go in the opposite direction. So that was it, guys. Those are the 7 main channels that I use for finding stocks catalysts and news for stocks that I'm going to be trading. Hopefully this video was helpful, and check us out at netcon.com. I would love to work with you on a closer basis, and I'll see you guys in the next video.